Hey, you guys, it's Gloria Hester here. And tonight I want to talk with you about a topic that you may have heard the topic, but I want to go deep into this topic of what people refer to as attachment and non-attachment. You may have heard this concept around not being attached to something, not being attached to an outcome. And a lot of spiritual practices, they practice that, and that's wonderful. The level of awareness around attachment or aversion to something, because our mind usually goes toward one of two things. It'll go toward attachment, and then the opposite of that, of course, is aversion. So sometimes our mind will go toward aversion, thinking, oh, I don't want that. So you may notice certain thoughts come in and you realize, okay, wait, that's not what I want. So it's just human nature. It's the nature of the mind to go toward what we would like, to think about that, and to create attachment. Oftentimes, if we attach to the idea of a person, and maybe that person doesn't have the same idea we do, that is a perfect example of how attachment can create suffering. But a lesser known way that attachment can create suffering is if we've got fear around something. We hold on to the fear so tightly because we're actually scared that things could get better. Oftentimes I'll talk with people and maybe they've been referred by a client, and I will hear within them that they are so attached to the way things are that I just know that it would be kind of pointless for me to work with them because they are very, very committed to things staying exactly the same. So for those of you who are practitioners, this might be useful for you to be aware that can happen. And because you want to work with people that you can actually help. And if someone, even if it's coming from fear, if they're scared that they're not going to get better, that they just push everything away because of that, that can happen too. So it's just we don't need to try to change it. So if we have an aversion to it, that will connect us and tie us in with that. So we just need to recognize it and go toward what we would love rather than being in aversion that way. So I hope this makes sense. It's a pretty deep topic, but it feels very timely, so I wanted to share it. And as far as aversion, it's just nice to recognize when you have the aversion as well, and just recognize it as aversion and not really go anywhere past that with it, because again, that is not being mindful of it. It's just the mindfulness practice is to recognize that when we've gone into a desire or when we've gone into an aversion, and just maybe label it as thinking, and allow it to kind of just pass through and come back into present moment time. So I hope this serves you, and thank you for watching. If you would like more of this, go to gloriahester.com and sign up for my newsletter. Private message me as well if there's a topic, or you can email me about the topic, which is probably better actually. So sign up for my newsletter at gloriahester.com. And I'll be sharing more very soon. And I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.